Today's dungeon is probably one of my favorites in the game. Welcome back to Nocturne Fusion featuring a new microphone, because the last one somehow broke down during a live stream. At the side of the east entrance to Yoyogi Park, we find Miss Cow inside a room. She laments having lost most of her power, and how Ikawa won't be able to control her any further. And now she's after the power necessary to create her own world, taking creation into her hands. However, without the reason from Oradia, she can't really do much. To learn it, she says she needs the power that comes from the Yahiro no Himorogi, a stone containing a huge quantity of Magatsuhi, which should be in the park, hence why many are looking for it. And it seems like someone evil got his hands on it. Wonder who? She asks us to retrieve the stone for her and gives us the key to unlock the park's doors. Now we can enter the dungeon area of the park. In here, all demons of the fairy race are present, and I immediately get my hands on Oberon, the second strongest level-wise fairy. It resists physical, can use Mediarama immediately, and will also learn at a higher level different level of elemental spells, which means he's a pretty solid demon overall. The gimmick of this dungeon is that the pixies can teleport you seemingly at random if you take the wrong path. After some wandering around, I recruit Setanta. His stats are okay, he can use Tsukukaja, and can evolve in a pretty strong unique demon if you're willing to train him. Random encounters are starting to be tricky, but I don't let them take me down. On my way deeper inside, a Titania demon will send more pixies our way, but the gimmick stays the same. Nothing exciting really happens until Kuramatengu learns Fog Breath, making him the third demon to know it with Rajanaga and Long. It is worth mentioning that you need to be careful in random encounters, mostly because of Titania. She's a high-level demon, level 57 to be exact, with Glacial Blast too, so high weakness or 2 hits from that thing, and you can kiss your life goodbye. Continuing deeper inside, we meet Oberon, stepping up the game, sending High Pixie to find us. This is where the game starts to get a little trickier. Based on your movements, the fairies will change formation. What it means is that they will be in different corners of the map, changing position depending on your movements. When they say cross formation, they will be in the north, south, east, and west paths. When they say X formation, they will be stationed in the northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest paths. And you gotta keep track of it when they move around. I would tell you what to do exactly, but I honestly believe that it would be best for you to figure out the puzzle on your own. It's really not that bad, and it can really be fun. After passing through the High Pixies, Oberon warns us his strongest troop await us, and Troll thrashed the platform to see the dungeon from above. I forgot to mention that there are some around, by the way, if you do need help, usually near the save terminals. Now you can't know exactly where the pixies are, waiting for you to get teleported, so it becomes a bit of a guessing game. But you might want to be teleported around a little bit, since there are some treasure to collect by doing this. After a lot of trials and tribulation, we reach the final save terminal next to our objective, the Central Comms Tower. But before entering, I decide to grind a bit. This allows my Onkat to evolve into Hanuman. By the way, the footage of his evolution got corrupted, but evolution is the only way to get Hanuman, so I'm in the clear as long as we're talking about the rules of the challenge. My team now will be myself with the Vimana Magatama, but Murakumo would actually be better, Hanuman for physical resist, and Tsukukaja, Kuramatengu for his high wind damage thanks to Wind Cutter, and Long with more buff and debuff support. Inside the comms tower, we meet with Sakahagi, who got to the stone before us. Said he beat up a girl badly to get the item, and with its Magatsuhi, now he can control strong demons, so he proceeds to summon the elephant demon, Giramakala. This chubby nice fellow is a funny one. He's completely immune to physical attacks, he repels them in fact, and he is also somewhat sturdy for only having 4000 HP. He has a variety of moves ranging from physical and curse attacks that can bind, panic, or poison you, Beast Eye for extra turns, which you will use all the time, Tarukaja, Tsukukaja, Rakunda, and Dakunda as well, so debuffs are not the best plan. Since he cannot remove your own buffs, however, that's the best course of action. When you're all set, you need to use magic to chip away at his huge belly, and luckily Kurama's Wind Cutter can easily deal about 800 damage when buffed properly, making this fight relatively fast. Also, Demi-Fiend is my only healer here, so Panic Voice is my worst enemy. If you feel unsure, just go with the Yomante Magatama instead and you will be fine. It takes me a few turns going back and forth from healing to attacking, but eventually, I blow Kirimakala away. But the fight is not over yet. Sakahagi joins the fray, but he's a total joke. If you buffed up, attack, and focused, one single divine shot will put him in his place. We retrieve the Yahiro no Himorogi, but because Sakahagi used it to summon Girmakala, it has no Magatsuhi left inside. However, now the fairies are free from the stone's influence and appear to be friendly, allowing us to take it with us. But they warn us that the girl that was here before us, the one Sakahagi beat up and escaped, is more evil than the mannequin we just defeated. I guess we best be careful here from here on out. Here is where I'd leave, but no. There's one last thing that I really must do. I release Aligor and grind some more. Hanuman lures Rakukaja, making him a well-rounded buffer with 3 buff skills, Tarukaja, Tsukukaja, and Rakukaja. Kurama gets Starlight for some light element coverage, which I lacked, and I reach level 57. And now, I waste no time at all in finding and recruiting probably one of the best demons of the No Fusion run yet, Titania herself. She has very high magic, starts with only Glacial Blast unfortunately, but give her 1 level and she will get Mediarahan, which fully heals my team HP. This early on, it's an awesome skill to have. Also, she repels light and dark, as well as resists the other 4 magic elements. She will definitely be useful to us, especially when we will have to go inside the Labyrinth of Amala again. We warp back to the east entrance of Yoyogi Park to return to Misakao. We leave the empty stone in her hands, and Oradia shows up again. It asks us a few more questions which will give some reason points, and tells us a new force is about to be born in Ikebukuro, before becoming quiet again. Yuko is sad because Aradia apparently won't talk to her about her reason, and leaves to observe the other reason holders. Looks like we need to lay another visit to the Mantra HQ, but this might not be pleasant, as well as a story for another time. And that's all for today. The Fairy Park's dungeon was fun. Oberon and Titania are insanely great addition to the team. I'm sure things will be even easier for us now. Or so I hope. I know there are a few more snags in the way, but with their help, I'm sure we'll be able to manage. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more. This has been Bahamut Raven, and until next time, the Hell Gate is closed. Have a nice day. Goodbye.